Hey y'all.
Hello. All right, we're gonna get started. Thank you for being here on time. And to be respectful of your time, we'll get started right away. All right, we have a Valentine's themed slideshow for you today. All right, receiving. We have processed 270 purchase orders for this year, and 130 of those are open, meaning maybe some of them don't have all the items yet, so we can't close them out. So it's really important if you've partially done your receiving that if you get some more things that you finish that receiving so that Jamie can close that out and our vendors get paid. There are 26 of you that have not done any receiving. So if that is you, please take care of that right away so that we can get our vendors paid and that we can and we don't get on punishment next year and we can blame the music people because we'll say, well, we have everything done. So take care of receiving. All right, Flex. We're almost at the end of Flex. And good news is that next year we won't have quite as much. I've heard some rumors that it's probably going to be down to 18 total for next year. So yay. All right, your Art of Ed certificates and any asynchronous visual arts Flex are due by March 31st. So courses are listed in ArtBeat. For some reason, when you guys use those filters in Eduphoria, they're not always showing all the fine arts courses. So look on ArtBeat. We have them in there. We do have Flex classes on those 2 days that you have off. So if you still are missing things, you can do that. You're going to need 18 content and 12 teacher selected. If you're using Art of Ed, teacher selected are your media techniques. Content is pretty much anything else. If you'd like to use companies outside of Fort Worth ISD or Art of Ed, you can apply for Flex credit with the PLI department. I have a link here in this slideshow, or you can go to the professional learning department on the Fort Worth ISD website. All right, Big Art Day is coming up. That's on March 2nd. Please register. We do need to have a certain number of teachers registered for us to continue to earn our District of Distinction. This does not have to be a huge event, and it does not have to be on March 2nd, but it does need to be registered by March 2nd. And we'll also need your photos. So it can be as small as sidewalk chalk to something during lunch or an art show that you do at your school, but something to promote visual arts education. All right, VASE, your field trip requests are past due. I was able to approve everyone who had those in today. Jamie has them in. We do not know the exact times yet. So I know that Dallas is sending you lots and lots of emails. You do have to print out those verification forms and get your principal signature on those. So don't delay on that. And at least one person from your school will need to go back at the end of the evening on February 18th to pick up the art. And I believe they'll have the medals ready too. I did put the link, that top 10 reasons for disqualification. But I think even since then, Dallas has sent out several emails. So pay attention to her email. She's done this for a lot of years and won't lead you astray. But if you do have questions, reach out and we'll do our best to assist you. All right, timeline, senior portfolio art exhibit. The deadline for signing up is coming up. So that is March 3rd. So please have your seniors sign up if they are going to participate. And then they have to have their slides done April 5th to participate in the senior show. They'll get to set up and you can help them on April 12th and 13th. Letters will go out on the 14th. And then, let's see, as you can see, your reception for that is on the 18th. We will not announce the top 10 winners until that until the reception that's going to be held at the Fort Worth Arts Community Center. Your high school district art exhibit. If you want a table, please sign up. That is by March 3rd, and then your slides are due May 3rd. And then you have a while till you're actually setting up, but that's May 10th and 11th with the letters going out on the 12th. Oh, I think I have this backwards. Sorry. You have yours is May 18th and the senior show is the 20th. So sorry about that. I'll fix that in the slideshow. All right. That is all we have for information. What questions do you have?
I have a question regarding letter jackets. I know that you guys have been talking a lot about letter jackets and how difficult it is, but here at the school, they had some sort of like try-on situation for the letter jackets, and I wasn't sure if that was relevant to us or to some other programs or what.
Jamie, do you know on that one? What we don't want to have happen is we don't want letter jackets ordered through the company without us putting in a PO first. Because if that happens, it's like we get in a lot of trouble. They make us do an after the fact letter and it's like a huge, huge deal. So they should have contacted you about having your students try on jackets.
I don't.
Okay, got it.
I don't,
Also,
Oh, hold on just one sec.
sorry.
Jamie?
I don't see a submission for ODY, and I'm going to double check for last year. And so I don't have a PO for them.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been last year. We weren't ready for that. Okay, I see. So
I
we'll
think
submit for them at the end of this year, and then next year's when the kids get to try on and all of that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sorry for the confusion. I have one more question related to that, which is if the students earn their letter jackets, do they need to pay for them as well?
No. No,
So,
we cover the cost of the letter jackets, but if they got a letter jacket in a different sport or different fine arts, they can't get a second letter jacket. They can only get a patch for art. So I guess that's a big deal. We got yelled at a little bit for that too. So
thank you so much.
make sure that they don't have a letter jacket from someone else. But we check within fine arts to try to make sure that we're not duplicating. But if they've already gotten a letter jacket, that doesn't mean they get a blanket. They can only get a patch. Okay.
And if they want anything additional on their letter jacket, they will have to pay for that also. We just pay for the basic jacket.
Thank you.
All right. Other questions?
I have a question about what you put on the what is it called? Your newsletter. It says teams. Now, it's my understanding that for VASE, we have a deadline to turn in completed pictures, reference PDF, all of that by this Friday. Is that right?
Teams is for elementary school. So yours is
Okay.
the one that says VASE.
Okay.
So
Because yeah, we
yours-
were all like, wait a minute, why do we have
No.
this? And
yeah, your edit deadline, I think they moved it to Monday because of the freeze, right?
yesterday was our edit deadline,
Okay.
and then
But
Friday we have to have
Friday
all
is
of the
still the
pictures.
everything turned in deadline.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So
Okay.
the intent forms, reference PDFs, and photos of students' completed artworks are all due on Friday.
Okay, thanks.
And we feel the pressure.
I know this is it's a tough time.
Like kids
This
are like,
and
"Miss, can
AP
I drop out?"
submission forms, that was my most stressful time. So yeah. All right. Other questions? All right. Well, if you have questions, let us know. But thanks for being here and we'll see ya. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Tiffany,
Yes.
actually, can I talk to you real quick? Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot.
What?
Denise told me this morning
Okay,
that
hold on. Let me stop the recording. Where is it? Oh, here we go.